Hey y'all, it's Amanda with Tap Mom and the Baby Brigade. What's up Wednesday? Hope y'all are having a good Wednesday. Me, I'm doing alright. Got a little bit of yarn in the mail today. I wanted to show that to y'all. And of course all the stuff that I have stacked up here is now falling. So let me grab that. Oh, project in progress. I did get some things done that had been lingering on the hook, as they say, or in project bags, as I say. Got Will's blanket done. I guess you could call that done. It's not as wide as I meant for it to be. Of course, it was like the first big blanket project I took on as I learned how to crochet 6 months ago. And so it was way too long. Longer than his bed, which is a regular full-size bed, way longer than his bed. And 2 strands of 4-weight yarn. And I was all into it, you know. Most of the blanket I was, you know, really good. It was just a double crocheted blanket. It wasn't anything real terribly complicated, but there's a lot of yarn in that blanket. A lot of yarn in that blanket, but it started wearing down my hands and my arms, and to be able to do it, to finish it. And so I kept putting it back. I do a row, and it took me 30 minutes to do a row. 30 minutes to do a row on that blanket. Yeah. And I was like, and so I just you know, I just decided, I was like, that's it. It's going to be what it's going to be. You know, I had laid it on his bed when we first moved here into this house. And I said, well, he and I talked about it. I said, well, I need to do, you know, a couple of skeins on this side and then 4 skeins on that side. And so that's what my plan was. And I had the yarn to do it. I still have 4 skeins of the yarn that I start. 4 skeins of 4 Caron jumbos. And then the more I labored with it, the more I was like, you know what? I'm done with this blanket. So done with this blanket. It's killing me. My arms and hands hurt when I mess with it. I was like, and it's just, you know, 6 months ago. I was like, that's it. I said, I'm just going to finish this one up. And then a month or 2 down the road, I will start him another one. And it will be better. It will be with 1 strand of yarn, and it will be better than just a double crochet blanket. It would be nicer, you know, maybe at a different stitch, maybe something more nice, you know, just something different. And he's like, no, Mom, it's okay. He said, it's okay. It really is okay. He said, it covers me, and that's all that's necessary. So I washed it, and I dried it, and I put it on his bed for him. Got it all smelling good and fluffy, and, you know, and he's happy. So I said, you know what? Let me tackle Mom's blanket. So I did a couple more rows on hers, and then I checked. You know, hindsight is 20/20, you know. And so I laid her blanket out, and I was like, you know what? It's not too far from being done either. And her Mama's easy to please, thank goodness. Thank the good Lord for that. And hers, I knew hers was not far from being done when I packed it away to move here. So I just looked at it, and I did like 3 more rows on it. Hers is wasn't as labor intensive. Yes, 2 strands. Yes, just double crochet. But hers wasn't as long. It wasn't as big. And so I did like maybe 2 or 3 rows on it and called it done, and washed it and dried it. I was going to deliver it to her this morning because I had a doctor's appointment real early this morning, and she wasn't awake. So I called her, and she didn't answer. I said, well, she's asleep. So it's in the van. So she'll get it when she gets it. I was going to wait for her birthday, which is September 11th, but I'm not good at waiting. So as I put on the Facebook group, I'm not good at waiting. So just not good at waiting anyway. But I did order some yarn that I haven't had before, that has been out for ages. But it was on sale at Joann's. And I mean, they didn't have the colors I wanted in stock at my Joann store that's 5 minutes from here. So I just ordered it to be delivered because they had a coupon for like 99-cent shipping or $1.99 shipping or something like that. It was really cheap. I bought what I bought for less than $30. I can't, hold on. The slip's in the bag. Let's see what I paid. I didn't pay that much. Oh, it doesn't say how much I paid. It just says how many of each thing I have. I know the whole order was it was $31.47. And I got eight skeins of Caron Simply Soft. So 8 skeins of Caron Simply Soft. And man, it's beautiful yarn. It really is. I mean, I know people have told me, Mama Sue told me, that you get you some Caron Simply Soft. It's really beautiful yarn. But, it was always kind of expensive. At least by my standards, expensive. So when I saw it for $2.99, I was like, okay, I'll try it for $2.99. And so I got 4 different colors, and I got two skeins in each color. Excuse me. Oh, pardon me. Must have been dust on that paper. Whew. Well, that come up on me suddenly. But in case you don't know, Caron Simply Soft is 100% acrylic. It is in a 6-ounce skein, 170.1 grams, 315 yards, and 288 meters. And this color is pumpkin. Because, well, I like pumpkin. And it is gorgeous. It is really, really pretty. I mean, it's got a sheen to it, and it's already got a little halo starting up on it. But that's okay. I really like the fuzz around here. A certain kind of fuzz. Anyway. Depends on what kind of fuzz you're talking about. Anyway. Caron Simply Soft. And but look at the sheen on there. That's really pretty. Let's see, where am I gonna put that? This looks like a likely spot. But there's the other one of that one. And then I got it in Sunshine, which is basically a beautiful yellow. The theme here is these can go together, and I got a taupe in a different yarn, but should work for maybe some sunflower granny squares. Always thinking. Anyway, 2 of these. And of course, I'm going to find some turquoise. So this color is called Ocean. Ooh. It didn't say turquoise, but it said Ocean. And of course, there's a loose strand. And this is a gorgeous. Can't wait to make something with it. It's really, really pretty. Ooh. I'm gonna try that shell hat, that divine hat. with this yarn because the girl in the tutorial that I found said that this is the best yarn to do that in. So I'm going to take her at her word. And then the last color I got is royal blue. Ooh, because we know I like green and blue. And of course I like green and blue mixed together, which makes turquoise. Hello? But this is a beautiful blue. And it really, the squish factor is definitely a 10. Cindy. Cindy, squish factor. 10. I'm not making fun. I'm just laughing with you. Because she does it for fun too. But definitely when you can do that with it, that is definitely soft. And it's soft as in the name, people. But I love it. I really love it. And I can't wait to, really get into it. And we'll see what happens. I don't have a plan for this yarn as of yet, other than the orange and the yellow. I'm, plan on making maybe some sunflower granny squares. I don't know to what end with those squares, but I just want some. That don't make no sense. But it is what it is. I never make any sense. Don't y'all know that by now? We're making progress on the granny stitch shawl for Mama Sue. In case any of y'all have missed the lives, and I haven't really gotten too far this week, just this far, just adding the lilac at the bottom. But this is so far. But I played around with adding granny squares somewhere but I think I've gone too far already to add anything to it beyond just the stitches. But at some point I will do one of these that I add some element to the middle somewhere. I think this one is just a little too far into the process, but I think at some point I'm gonna do one of these, and right in the middle, probably not this one because I've gone too far with it, but one of these I'm gonna just probably add a big pretty fancy square in the middle and then do rows around it. And I think that would be really pretty. I've been looking at tutorials for that, and there will be a shawl done that way in the future, because I think that's just something I have in my mind's eye. That's just an inspiration from something else that I saw. I don't remember what. It's because I saw something I seen in passing, but I think that would be really pretty. Just a regular granny stitch shawl, and then right in the middle of it, a really fancy granny square. Yes, I think that would be very beautiful. So I think that would make a very nice shawl. I mean, sorry, I try to keep up with my whips here. And the rug that wasn't. So, those of you that were watching, and those of you that, sorry, my sinuses are really acting ugly. This is just what it is. I decided not to finish this out as a rug. I'm going to use this as a fancy doily, as my oldest son called it. When I have a 9 cube organizer, a white one, that I'm going to try to get put together this week, and so that I can display some of my pretty cakes behind me. I know that I have too much yarn for 9 cubes. I know that. I don't need to be told that. But I figured that some of my pretty cakes that I have that are sequestered in boxes that would long to be free and be displayed. I know they're not people, but I would like to display them because I think they're beautiful, and I would like, to share that beauty with others, because we all have yarn addictions, right? Anyway, but I figured I would put this on top of the cute thing, and then put little things on top of it. I have a snow globe that I got from a lady that was my dear friend for many years that passed away in 2017. We had drifted apart due to her many illnesses. She was 30 years older than me, but I don't know if she had just kind of gone off in her head. I could only think that between her illnesses and such, that she had we had just drifted apart. And then she passed away in 2017. But I will never forget the sense of family that we had between us. And I always remember her. And so this gift that she gave me is very precious. And so I have this snow globe somewhere. Repacked it somewhere. I'll have to find it. But it's a snow globe, and it has something special that was an inside joke between she and I. And inside the snow globe it says live, love, laugh, which was the thing between she and I. And I also have it tattooed right here on my arm. It says live, love, laugh. And so I'll put the snow globe on top of this, on top of the organizer, and and other things on top of the organizer, probably my stuffies that were sent to me, and other goodies displayed, have pride of place and whatnot. And of course, decorations that will change with the seasons, and that kind of thing, to brighten up the scenery back here, besides these boxes that look like I'm in constant state of moving. I'm a little tired of those boxes. I don't know about y'all, but I'm a little tired of those boxes. But anyway, that's what this will be. This will be a fancy doily, and it's my colors, so it should be pretty. I'm gonna wash it though, and I don't think I'm gonna dry it. I think I'm just gonna wash it, and then air dry it. Maybe hang it up somewhere and let it dry. And maybe, I don't know. It's not dirty. I don't know why. I just think I need to wash everything. I guess because I longed so long for, after moving in here, to have a washer. And then we were in the other place, and my washer had broken earlier this year. And it's been so long since I had a good washer that I think everything needs to be washed. I'm just so happy to have a washer. Oh yeah, newsflash. We got a working washer. Just, not even a week ago. And I'm just so happy to have a working washer that I think I need to wash everything. I need to wash everything. And I did start Mama's hexagon cardigan. Just barely though. Just barely. But I did start it. Oh, what's this nose? Anyway, but I did get it started. I got a long way to go. But it's really floppy because it's such a thin yarn. But anyway, here we go. It's started. I'm hoping it doesn't take me 6 months. She'll lose interest if it takes me that long. And so will I. But no, I don't think it'll take me that long. But it's gonna be pretty. It just there's 6 points on a hexagon, and so it takes a bit to stretch it out so where you can see. But it's already changing colors, and it's gonna be pretty. It's just very, This is probably why I'm not going to do mine in this yarn, because this is not as soft to me. This acrylic yarn, the Caron the skinny cakes, they're not as soft to me as some other acrylic yarns. Like the real pretty cakes and candle shawl that I did in that yarn, and then I washed it and put it in fabric softener and everything. It did not soften. It's not soft it's not squishy, wonderful soft that you would hope it would be. It's still kind of rough. So I'm definitely going to be doing that shawl again in a different yarn soon, probably. I'd like to get my hands on some of that KC Pearl. I may buy me some of that this week when Will gets paid and paid the rest of his rent. I don't know. Maybe. That's how I was able to pay the Caron Simply Soft. he got his job and paid some rent, and I bought some yarn. But the good Lord's working. He's paying. He's pumping us back up, and we're recovering here, and things are looking up. Financially, they look to be better for September, so there's that. There's some things that are a little more private, and I don't want to share, more private financial stuff, but it does look like September's going to be a better month than August, so I'm really grateful for that. I would like to request that y'all do say a prayer for Will. He came home sick today. He's not feeling very well, and I'm really praying that it's not the COVID. He don't know about being exposed. He doesn't think he's been exposed, but he's in bed and he hurts all over. So let's hope not, because I don't want him sick. It's just not fair that he would get sick no sooner than getting this brand new job. That's just not fair to him. He really loves this new job, and really I've never seen him happier at a job, and I just think it's really cruel that he got sick. So I just, if y'all don't mind just saying a prayer for Will, and that he gets to feeling better so that he can go back tomorrow, and that it's nothing other than just a 24-hour bug, that sometimes people just get. So I think that about covers what I wanted to talk about. Oh, I did go to the doctor and got a pain shot today. I don't know that it helped with my foot. I think I've just pulled it again, and I don't think nothing's going to help it. It's just that way sometimes, I think. That ligaments in this left foot, I pulled them earlier this year, and I don't know how. I still don't know how. If I knew how I pulled them, then I wouldn't have re-pulled them, right? I don't know, but I've done it again, and I don't know how I did it, and all I could do is try to rest it. But I will probably try to go live tonight, but I did want to do this little, I wanted to show you my small little Caron Simply Soft yarn haul, and I wanted to show you what was going on with my current whips. And I did finish some older whips, and I'm considering pulling out those anniversary cakes that I bought. I don't know, I got 2 anniversary cakes that I bought late last year, early this year, and I hadn't decided if I'm going to use them in a blanket or sell them. I could do either one. To sell them means that I have to find boxes or bags and ship them, which wouldn't be a big deal. I think I could probably do that. But I'm not sure what color they are. Of course, I think they're like, I'm not sure, hold on. Let me move this back and I'll get them and show y'all. Just a minute. Great. And then I spilled the yarn. Is it just one? Yeah. Just one I dropped. This is the Reef Blue. I believe they're both this. And I had to find a piece of tape. Because this just popped. Yep, it just popped. But I have two of these. Yep, they're exactly the same. I have two of these. So if you're watching this and you're interested in these, I think I'm just going to sell them. Make an offer and I will ship them. So yarn plus shipping, but I have two of these. Let me double check the color on this other one. This one is, yep, Reef Blue. They're both Reef Blue. And in case you're unfamiliar with these, they're super bulky 6. They're 100% acrylic, 35.3 ounces, 1,000 grams, excuse me, 1,061 yards, and 970 meters. And I have two of them, big as your head, anniversary cakes. So whoever sees this and is interested in having them, just send me an email. I'll put my email in the description box, and I will sell them. Just email me. We'll talk about price. I looked on eBay, and I think they're running about 30 bucks at this point, because you can't get them from Michael's anymore. And so if you buy them from eBay, they're running anywhere from 25 to 30 bucks on the low end. And so I figure that's fair, since you can't get them in the store, and you can't, and then I got to find a way to ship them. So I'm not going to use them. I thought I would, but it's really cumbersome. And I've discovered that the thicker yarns really hurt my hands to use. So I just rather, find someone that really is really into it and maybe wants it for a blanket. I don't. So the thicker yarn, working with those blankets that I just finished up, that had been in process for 6 months, that were 2 strands, about killed me. My arms and my hands were just strained, and I was putting ointment on my arms just to get through. And I don't want to be that way with that yarn. It's beautiful, don't get me wrong, and when I got it, I was really excited to get it, because I got it discounted. But at this point, I'm, it's just taking up room. And if it could excite someone else, and someone else, has the time to sit down and make something out of it, that would make me very happy to know that. But I'm not gonna just give it away, because I paid good money for it, and I can't afford to just give it away. It's cost too much. So if you're interested, send me an email, and we'll talk about it. And I'm in Louisiana, if that gives you any perspective as far as shipping goes. And I still have to find a box or something. I don't want to smush them too much, because they're big. But I'll find a box big enough, or a bag or something. But I gotta tape that tag at the top, so that you don't lose your place as far as the top goes. but I'll find a piece of tape and tape that, and because it just come apart. It's not a big deal. The little wrap that it comes with this plastic thing that has a pull tab at the top, and that little thing just kind of come apart at the top. It's not a big deal just to get a piece of tape and tape it back at the top. So that way it's, still got the pull tab and everything together at the top for you. But anyway, I've talked for 30 minutes now. This is going to take forever to upload. I hope y'all are having a good Wednesday, and hopefully, barring any complications, I should be able to see y'all later tonight on my usual Wednesday night live. So y'all take care. God, I love you. So does Jesus. Remember to adopt, don't shop when it comes to your family's next fur baby family member. Bye now. God bless you.